Pastor Raymond Koh,
Standing is believed
was
to be
charged
the
of
last known
abducted
location
broad
of
daylight
Pastor
on a
Raymond
public road.
It was an ordinary day back in February of 2017. Both you and Raymond were up and about. Can you take us through that day, Susanna?
We went out early at around 7 to babysit my friend's children, as she had to take one of her child to hospital. I think I arrived at her place at around 8 and stayed there, except that I had left some belacan in my car booth, which was meant for a friend who was leaving for Indonesia. So Raymond came over to where I was, and he retrieved the belacan and was on his way to my friend's house, and that was where he was abducted.
Can you tell us, were you witness to the abduction?
No, I was babysitting in my friend's house.
Right.
He was on his way to the friend's house near Kelana Jaya. But there was the CCTV footage that was retrieved from one of the residents along that road. And there was also an eyewitness who actually saw the whole thing, and he thought it was like a movie, production.
Went through your mind when you saw the footage?
I just couldn't breathe, and I was totally shocked.
Esther, do you remember that day? What were you doing that day?
I was at work when I found out about news. My boss called me to her room, and she showed me a WhatsApp that was going around with my father's picture, and I just ran out of the office and I cried.
Yeah, I came back from my friend's house in the afternoon, about 3, and I started calling Raymond on his handphone, but it just went into voicemail. So I thought maybe he's busy, or the phone ran out of battery.
All right. This was before you realized it was an abduction, yeah? You just
Yes.
thought he was busy.
Yes.
Okay.
But when he didn't turn up for dinner around 7 o'clock, I started to get very worried. When I called a friend whom he was supposed to meet in the afternoon, and that friend said that he didn't turn up, that was usually not him. He is consistently punctual, and so that sort of brought this red flag, and I called a number of friends. I started to panic. I called my lawyer friends, Philip Koh, and another pastor friend, Dr. Ng, and Philip Koh suggested that I go to the Kelana Jaya police station to make a missing person report.
I expected him to be found at least soon, but after months went by, and now it's already 2 years, we are losing hope if he will ever be found.
Esther, what's it like for you with your father not being there, not being around?
I think it was much harder in the beginning. We couldn't eat. It was hard to eat. It was hard to sleep. It was very traumatic. And now I feel better a bit. But still, the questions still remain, because there is no closure. From the day he was abducted, he is still missing. We don't know if he's dead or alive, and we're still in that place where we don't know what.
What is your gut feeling telling you? Do you think your father is still alive?
We believe he's still alive, and we hope with all our hearts that we will see him come back to us. We'll see him walk through the doors again.
You have an older brother and a younger sister. How are they coping with your dad's disappearance?
Well, my sister, she's studying in the US, it was hard for her as well. She was
She took it
really
hard.
down,
Yeah.
and she came back 1 year for a break
Right.
from her studies.
What is your fervent hope, Susanna? I know you want to see your husband again, alive. But if there's something, if you could get a message out to him, what would you say?
I will say, don't give up hope. Wherever you are, God is with you, and we are praying that you will be released soon and be reunited with us.